Good morning. Um, it's a beautiful day outside today, and I'm not a huge follower of the dates of the ancient Christian calendar that primarily the Catholic Church and other churches after them kind of adopted, where every day was a special day to commemorate some event or some saint and to keep track of all of the various religious festivals and feasts and saints' days that they observed. We have remnants of that of our lives. We see it in weird times, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, or February 14th, St. Valentine's Day, or Halloween, and All Hallowed Eve, and all that. And so we see echoes of it kind of still in our life today. But the one time of the year where I think that it is useful and beneficial is the Easter season. I got asked last night why we call it Easter, and it's a little unsettling to know that we call it Easter, that it's kind of a name of a pagan goddess of the people that lived in England in the 1,000, 1,500 years ago. And so we sometimes associate Easter with the bunny and the rabbit and all that stuff. And this coming Sunday is Easter Sunday, but that's not really what Easter's all about. That's not what this Sunday's about, or what today is about. Today is Good Friday. This is the morning of the week. At that same time of just almost 2,000 years ago, exactly now, where Jesus was, this time of morning, he was at Pilate's court, in the courtyard, publicly on trial, after having a night of being arrested and beaten and taken to the priest. And he's about to be flogged with thorns put on his head and a robe put on him. And those events all took place on this day. And it's funny that we call it Good Friday today. So what I was asked by Harrison was, why do we call it Good Friday? If all these things happened on it. And the good is what was accomplished by the bad that Jesus endured. The good is something to think about today. It was about this time of morning. It'll be 9 o'clock or so when I release this. And that's about the time that Pilate called out to the crowd, "What should I do with your Christ?" And they said, "Away with him, crucify him. Let his blood be on our head. You're no friend of Caesar if you don't kill him." And so Pilate washes his hands, Matthew 26, lets him go. And he carries his cross that little bit of the way from Pilate's court to the hill of the skull. And there they crucified our Lord. And for 6 hours that Friday, from roughly 9 o'clock until 3 o'clock, he hung on the cross. And darkness would come over the face of the earth, and the veil of the temple would be ripped, and the dead would rise, and the only holy human to ever live would die. The good is that we are saved by that. Now, this is longer than 2 minutes, and I need to wrap it up now, but there's actually a proverb that sort of relates to this, and it's one that the Proverbs are not known for their prophetic nature, but this proverb comes from Proverbs 18, verse 24. It says, "One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." Now, I don't know that Solomon meant anybody other than just, we usually have a best friend. But Jesus said last night, the Thursday before he was arrested, that no greater love has anyone than this, and to lay down his life for his friends. And then he put that into practice on this day, Good Friday. So today, as you're going about your day, take at least some time to think about what Jesus did for you today, and to remember that you do have a friend who sticks closer than a brother, even in the worst circumstances.